Jeez, I've never opened that many. Are you serious? Um, 623 tabs. You actually counted every single tab. That's impressive. I don't know what the limit is. I want to see. No, I don't. Yeah, with this computer, I'm sure it can go pretty far. But on my old laptop, it'll probably die at 30. Yeah. All right, so let's reuse some of this. So we're gonna passing a page because we want to reuse the page. We don't want to open a new page, so we're not gonna use the same fixture. So if we pass in a page, we basically do this. Basically, all the steps that we need is right here. So let's just copy paste that here. So now we have a page. We're doing the same thing as before. And I would also, would I? I'm trying to think if I should put in a search in here. Like, should I really confirm that we are on the right page before we return? Before we, like, after we call this, should we or should we not? So basically, should we have this? Some people are like, you should only have like assertions in, or like not assertion, but like, yeah, like in your test, you should have one, and you shouldn't put them in other stuff. I don't know exactly what the best practice is, but I do kind of agree with that logic. Like, this will make it confusing. Like, you'll think you have an extra test when you don't actually. But we do want to make sure that we are on the right page before we return. So what we can do is, I mean, if we do this, Playwright will make sure it finds it before it like returns from this function. So technically we can just do this, or you know what? Why don't we just not? Because of the auto wait, it won't really affect us too much, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, what we will do is we will do this. Log in user. Pass in the page. So it'll do exactly what it did before. But now this looks a lot cleaner, right? Actually, let's call this sign in user just to keep with our, oh, not signal, to keep with our naming thing. So let's say sign in user. Wow, I didn't know you could have a counter. So you must have a really, really powerful computer then if you can open that many. Unload tabs to help with the oh. What? What? I don't have too many extensions. All I have is like uBlock Origin. And probably like a color picker for like testing. Tab unloading is a feature that helps reduce by unloading tabs that you. Oh, so you can kind of set like a limit, and then once you hit that limit, it starts to close tabs that you don't need. That's pretty cool. But yeah, your setting is unlimited, so. Yep. Well, as long as it keeps running, right, on your machine, then, I mean, and if you can find your stuff. Because for me, like, the reason I don't close tabs when I have a lot is I feel like I'll need this information later, so it'll be faster if I just keep it open and just click on it. But if I have like 200 here, I doubt I would be able to find it. They should have some kind of like tab search functionality. Okay, so we can sign in the user. And for this test case, we're gonna locate the heading, and we know this will be fine because Playwright, after this runs, it'll wait until this is can be located, and then you do your expectation. Perfect. So this is very clean now. We weren't supposed to clean stuff up, but I think we needed to. So here, let's do it again. Let's sign in the user. So now we have our precondition ready. So So just because we did this test case got a little bit cleaner. We managed to do this precondition. Navigate to the home page. Okay, so now we're logged in state, but we're still navigating to the home page. So you can start to see that we're already kind of being like repeating ourselves. So going to the home page could probably be another function you create just to not duplicate code, but it's okay. It's just one line, so should be fine for now. Let's see what's supposed to happen. Let's follow along manually. So we're logged in. We go to the home page. Oh, that's not it. Okay. Normal tab manager. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you have a very advanced web browser setup, it looks like. I'm curious what you do. Oh, it won't close it, it'll just unload it so that I can just click on the tab and load. Huh. So that I can click on the tab and it'll reload it. Interesting. Oh, I think I've seen that feature somewhere. I've seen it. It's like it just suddenly stops like using resources, but once you click on it, it'll be active again. Right, so we go back to here. Now what do we do? Why do I even use this browser at this point? If I'm using everything here, why do I even keep this open? Yeah, let's do this instead. Jeez. Okay, let's close all of this and we'll keep this somewhere hidden. Okay. Navigate to the home page, add a product to the cart. So we can add anything we want. And all right, so let's see. So this is a little bit complicated because there'll be multiple ones. Probably we'll need to find a way to get a unique add to cart button. Can we use this? Probably not. So let's just see the structure of the page a little bit. So it's a list, which makes sense. This is a list of items. So it's an unordered list. And so if we close all these, so it looks like it's a list and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. So one thing we can do is, you can see that we have an ID, so we can get the whole list. And then we just need to pick one of these. Let's pick this one. So the second one. So let's see. Selector. All right. Wait, is this it? Yeah. Okay. So we got the list. Oh no. See, there's a problem. So we thought this was unique, but actually it's not unique because, well, no, it'll be fine. This is just a text search, not a element search. So we should be fine using it to locate the list. But now we want to pick, like, say the second. So we want to pick a list item. But if we do this, we have 7 options. And technically we can do it through the code. We can just use this selector and we'll pick all 7. And then from the code, we'll just pick a random 1 to 7. Should we do that? It will add some randomness for sure, because we're not just always picking the second one. If we were to pick always the second one, it would be something like this selector. I think it's nth child. Yeah, I think it's nth child. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so if we do this, we'll always pick the second one, which makes your test kind of accurate because you're always following the same steps. If you put randomness, if one day it breaks, um, it'll be hard to tell why it broke. So considerations, right? Do you want to add a little bit more coverage by making it random and possibly finding a bug because you went through some other path from what you went, but then your test may be a little bit inaccurate. Um, let's go with the random route just because it's a little bit more fun. But yeah, it's something to consider when you're like writing this yourself. Like, do you want to always go um, with the with a clear path? And you also have to think about it because maybe the next day all of this is sold out and you only have one item, and if you always pick the second item, your code will probably break. Um, so if you want it to be robust, it might make more sense to just figure out how many items there are and then randomly pick from the list. So yeah, I think we'll go with that way because it's more robust. Our test won't break just because the website UI changed. So yeah, let's go with that approach. All right.